watching the annex. And even that guy sitting up in the corner up there with my Brisco Brothers Body Shop T-shirt on, he wasn't immune to pulling a rib or two. Did he ever rib you?
No. This guy saved my job. Easily saved my job at my first WrestleMania by getting me to my hotel room in Detroit at WrestleMania.
True story.
Oh man. So again, my first WrestleMania, we're in Detroit for WrestleMania 23. Myself and Bob Holly and the Hurricane go to TGI Fridays or something, but it's in the same, it's sharing a parking lot with the hotel essentially. And I have some sodas, of course, and I go back to the hotel. Hurricane drives me back to the hotel. On the way, it's not even a block, I end up vomiting all over his rental car. Inside. We pull up to the hotel, right up to get it to park so I can actually get into the lobby. Who are the first two people I see? Mr. Layfield and Bruce Prichard. Who they pulled up in their limo, of course, probably had horns on it, I'm sure. But it's the first two people I see, and they look at me and they go, "Dylan, have you been drinking?" And I just look at them.
It was so funny.
Look, Bruce describes it as a child who got caught in the cookie jar. Just
yeah.
Nope. I don't know the rest. John can finish it because I don't quite know the rest. But all I know is after they arrived, it wasn't 5 minutes after they arrived that Vince's limo pulled up right behind them. And I can't imagine if he would have saw me like that.
Well, what we have is I tell Bruce, I said, well, we got to help Dylan out. Because the first thing we said was, we were messing with you. We said, Dylan, have you been drinking? And it was the most innocent face. No. He just hammered. So me and Bruce get him into the production office or the green room, whatever it is. We get him in there, and Dylan's not doing very good at walking. So finally, we get a luggage cart and the bellman, and we said, told the bellman, said, hey, you got to take him up to his room. And he says, what do? I get him up there. I go, dump. So we can't carry him. So we pay the guy to take Dylan up to his room.
Yeah.
We got him on the luggage cart, got him through, right through there, got him out there before Vince could see him, and got him up there.
Oh man, yes, it's again, only my first WrestleMania could have been easily my last if that moment, like it's one of those moments that was it's one of my favorite stories that I don't remember.
One of the great things, it's always so fun to see the expression on somebody's face who's just been drinking all night. Have you been drinking? Oh no, sir. No, sir.
That's like it has to be fun being a police officer for those kind of things, because it's always an anger or a complete I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it wasn't even a few. It wasn't like, oh, I had a few. It was no. And we're like, what do we do with it? So we got him on the luggage cart. People are like looking like that's Hornswoggle. Just look the other way. It's not Hornswoggle.
Again, not only is it a guy on TV, a WWE superstar, this is a midget riding a luggage cart. right
through the lobby. That's the only way to get him through. So there were fans there. Thank goodness this was before cell phones, because if there had been cell phones, we'd have had to take them a different way. We knew that all they could do is say they saw him. They can't prove that they saw him. So we're taking him through the lobby, and people are looking, and they're like, oh, there's JBL and Bruce Brother Love, and who is that on the cart?
The best. Yeah,
the
absolutely.
countless number of guys that we've had to get to the room during WrestleMania week. I mean, it goes into the hundreds, I'm sure.
I can only imagine WrestleMania week takes a toll on everybody throughout the year. Like that has to be one of the biggest sleepy weekends ever.
One
And
time,
everything's under a microscope, no matter what you're doing, where you're at, everything, and everybody's just under that microscope.
Yep.
And
Billy, where he
and
sat down-
Vince hears everything.